Welcome back, everybody. Another fun installment here with Ground Power Equipment. Hope you guys like the intro there. A group had reached out to us. One of the gentlemen actually flew those in Vietnam, and it was really nice to see him reconnecting with an airframe that he flew for a good while during his Air Force time. So that was really awesome. Jackson, it was nice to meet you guys, and yeah, it's fun. We love doing that kind of stuff from time to time. All right, now as far as this goes, we got new batteries, and we are going to get that sorted out and probably test fire some of these things, make sure everything's running right. And yeah, because the battery situation sucks, but we got new batteries, and yeah, we end up spending a good chunk of money on new batteries, but that should improve the ground power situation there.
I got one of these.
And one last thing before we get to work is something I did by unintentional. Is last week on the title, I left it as what I usually do whenever I'm editing. That's just my working title with the DT and a number, so I know what video it is week to week. And that's how I just reference things in my folders and whatnot. But seems if that's something that makes it easier to find videos on the channel, I'll keep doing it that way, I guess. But let me know down below what you guys think of that. All right, let's get to work. Is that fuel valve? Working on it.
Yeah, we're on the removal process of the pressure and drain valve, which we think is probably causing our slow start because it'll drain fuel during the start. It shouldn't do that.
Well,
so
it's behaving in a way it's not anticipating.
Right, and then it takes. I timed it. Took about 1 minute and 40 seconds to get this thing up the aisle the other day, and that's way too long. It should take about 30,
something like that.
30, 35. But we'll get this old valve out. We've got the new one, but we're waiting on the seals and gasket. But as soon as it comes in, we'll put this together, do a leak check, and then we're ready for an AB run. And after the AB runs a high-speed taxi check, and after that, let's fly.
Oh. Before we do the taxi, we got to change that wheel that's behind you.
Well, we still have a list of minors. These are the biggies.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, tire changing, stuff like that, that's normal maintenance. But we get this valve changed out. We've got a changing a number 2 utility, or number 2 PC gauge. I think was stuck.
Well, we got to test that to see where it's at.
Right, well, we want to look at that. We've got a few little odds and ends to take care of, but this is the last of the real biggies.
Cool. I'll sit back over here when this comes out. Alrighty, so here's the hydraulic mule. This one got a pair of car batteries, so I'm gonna get those wired in. This is a 24-volt system, so we needed 2. And then over here, we got the actual batteries that this thing is spec for, just like the NC8. And those are big ones. Those were expensive. And I get to wire these in today too. Change out the plug. This thing consumes an awful lot of current when it starts, because that starter motor stays engaged for quite a while to spool this engine up. Now, another good news for the NC8, like I mentioned before, we got a relay. So at some point I'll get to that and put this in and take that resistor thingy I put in out. And yeah, this should solve that problem. I still got the other problem with the AC voltage side of the house, but that's better. So I'm just gonna run this over to the NC8 and we'll get to work on these batteries. All right, we'll do a quick voltage verification and see where these batteries are at. 12.6. 12.6. All right. And they're labeled properly. That's really good. So now we got to wire them up. Alright, so to make this 24 volts, I'm going to jumper these 2 posts together, and then I'll have 24 over on that side of things. I'm going to go get a little hammer to tap this down. Old dead blue hammer. There we go. Safety glasses, I'm going to glove up. I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this. But before you connect batteries together, you always got to make sure there's no potential. Because then you might end up with an arc flash if you hook up something wrong. So that's 12 volts, and here to here should be 0. Yep. Alright, so I'm not going to cause any problems.
I see. I should counsel you. No, it's very few. It's very few. It's very few.
Fine, we get a wrench here in a minute.
Properly like that. Cows will be on the bank.
It's not going anywhere. So now at this point, my meter from
Fucking idea.
here to here, I should get 24. And I do. Excellent. Exactly what I'm expecting. So now I gotta wire those. I'm gonna have to re-rig these. Yeah. I'm gonna need some time on this, guys.
I think if I had it.
Here, I'll just do it the easy way. There, that was the easy way. Well, let's see what we got for voltage. I had to reorient the batteries, but let's see, hot is there, ground is there. 25.3, I think we're ready to fire this thing up. Let's see what we get here. Let's see. Hey, we got lights. Chokes out. Let's see what we get. Well, color me impressed. I've never heard it start that hard before. That was awesome. That cranked over really good. Car batteries for the win right there. Now we get to do the same to the Dash 60, and we're gonna push that outside because I want to hear that thing crank up now. All right, so this one's wired up, positive, negative. There's our 24, and there's our jumper. We got 24 volts. Just measured it. Looks good. We're about to fire this bad boy up. Master
On.
and then just click. Well, I'd say that was a success.
You done work?
It's funny, that one sounds just like the one in DCS. Alright, so that's really good on the carts. That was a solid day's effort there with those. Now they'll start reliably with good batteries. That's a win right there. So the other piece of this is the P&D valve, which is that guy. That came out of the aircraft. And so we have a replacement one of these. We're just waiting on seals, and then we can install the new one and go from there. So there's that valve. All right, so like I said, solid day effort here at the hangar. That pretty much wraps up our day here because it's starting to get real warm again. So with that, Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.